lipstick lesbian problems. Hey guys, it's Monday here on Lesbian Central. I am Haley and I am making your video for you. Hey, guess who I ran into at Starbucks across the street today? I was just sitting there with my coffee, minding my own business, reading my book, and I look over and Kai walks into the Starbucks. This isn't even her part of town. So if you guys have been watching our channel for a while, you will be familiar with Kai. She was on the channel for a while. That's how I actually got involved in Lesbian Central, because I was friends with Kai, and then she told me about Lesbian Central, and then here I am. So it's because of her that I'm making my video today. So thank you, Kai, and it was lovely to see you, and I just thought I would let the viewers know that she is still around doing her thing. Let's talk about topics. First topic is talking about tops and bottoms in queer girl relationships and the stereotypes that go along with being a top and being a bottom. And then the second one is our opinions or thoughts on heterosexual people being out at gay bars and whether or not it makes us feel more or less comfortable in the gay bar. I'm going to talk about the top and the bottom one because honestly, I haven't talked about this idea or topic or concept or whatever in so long. It's weird because when I first came out, tops and bottoms were just like this thing that we always talked about. I don't know, when I was like a newbie to the gay scene, it was just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like anyone I talked to or any girl that I started talking to or whatever or was interested in, I feel like that was just a question that we always asked each other, was like, are you a top or a bottom? Maybe that was just like our flirty way of trying to talk about sex, probably. If you are not familiar with the idea of being a top or a bottom in a gay girl relationship, let me give you a quick rundown. So a top in the relationship or a top in the bedroom means that you're usually the more dominant one, the one that usually takes control of the sex, kind of leads the way, tends to be the one that is the giver most of the time, the one giving forth the pleasure. The stereotypes that go along with being a top are kind of the man, the boy in the relationship. You're the more butch, studly one, and you're probably the one that is the more aggressive, dominant one in all aspects of the relationship, not just in the bedroom. And then the bottom is more of the girly girl, the one that kind of just is quiet and keeps to herself and kind of just lays back and takes it. So she's on the receiving end of the pleasure, typically, and just follows the lead of the top and doesn't really take charge herself. And like I said, that's usually, or the stereotypes that go with that, is the girly one in the relationship, the femme one. She's more quiet, far less domineering, just like easygoing, kind of goes with the flow type girl. So that's a top and that's a bottom. I think when I first came out and I was new to the whole gay scene, I definitely took on the role of the bottom because that's just where I felt more comfortable, and I just wasn't very confident in my girl pleasuring skills. That sounds that's a lot of information for you. But hey, I've been open with you in the past a lot, so, you know, we're just having a one-to-one conversation about this, aren't we? That's just how I learned, paid attention to what was going on. I let them take the lead, but very quickly I realized that, no, I'm not that type of person in any other parts of my life. I'm never the one that's just like quiet and sits in the corner and waits for other people's opinions. I am usually the one that's leading everything. I like to be in charge. I like to take control, and I like to take things into my own hand. Pun intended. But not to mean that I don't have moments of being a bottom. I think most people are little mixtures of both, a top and a bottom. And also in a relationship, you can have two tops, you can have two bottoms. Two bottoms, that would be really boring, I think. But it probably happens. And I don't know if the older you get, the more or the less attention you pay to this kind of stuff, or the less you play into stereotypes. I don't know. I think most people would assume that a girl like me, the more girly girl, is more of a bottom just because that's just stereotypically what bottoms are. But no! Fuck stereotypes. We talk about stereotypes all the time and how rarely people follow them. They're stupid, but they're there. Yeah, they're there for a reason, because at some point there's usually somewhat truth in stereotypes, but you can't generalize them to the whole frickin' population of queer girls, because That's just silly. Yeah, that's what I have to say on tops and bottoms. Just do what makes you feel comfortable, and you don't have to be a top or a bottom. You really don't. You can be a middler. I'm gonna leave y'all now. I hope you have a really lovely, great week, and I will see you next Monday. Okay, bye.